Good afternoon, Sagittarius, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to go on and just get you started with a more couples type reading. As you've seen, I've already posted the single reading for your sign, and I'm going to go on and do the same for the couples here, and this reading is valid until the end of July. Rest assured, Sagittarius, that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking, information to help you improve your relationship. Okay, because I know that many of you may be involved in an existing situation that has become a bit stale or boring, and you're kind of at a point where you're contemplating making a decision. I'm getting okay. So, before making that decision, let's go on and just do this reading. And this reading, ladies and gentlemen, is not necessarily predictive, it's more of an advice reading, although I can't deny the predictive aspect of this reading. But it's basically to just give you some specific information to kind of help move your relationship in a direction that you'd like it to be moved in. Okay, so I'm going to discuss three specific points today. I'm going to discuss an energy that many of you seem to be clinging to, energy that seems to be stemming from the past here that you may be carrying, and or you might be kind of holding on to this energy a bit too much in this existing relationship. This second point I like to discuss, I would like to share with you a topic or a strength of yours that you might consider using to improve your circumstances. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a few more actions that you can also take to improve your situation. So I'm going to go on and just shuffle up this deck that I have here. Okay. So, Spirit, what message would you like me to share with Sagittarius? And again, this reading is exclusively for Sagittarius couples. Okay. What messages would you like for me to share with Sagittarius couples here? Okay, let's see what we have. All right. Let's start off by, ladies and gentlemen, examining the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck here. Actually, I'm going to select two cards here. I have intimacy, all right, and we also have emotional freedom. Okay, so let's start with intimacy here. Okay, so this is suggesting to me that not only is physical intimacy important, spiritual intimacy is also important too, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that many of you tend to bring the past or your past hurts into your current situation, or you have been doing it a bit extremely too much here. And it's time that you just be true about your situation and be a bit more open and understand, ladies and gentlemen, your partner is certainly not with you to heal you in any way. They're not your therapist. That's your responsibility to take care of that. Okay? And along with that, you have emotional freedom. All right? So I feel that too, because you're clinging to these past toxic type situations that is really sabotaging your existing situation, understand that a loving relationship certainly will not, and trust me, it certainly will not compromise your freedom. You need to release the past and really live in this moment, and really stop keeping hidden truth about yourself, or just plainly just keeping secrets away from your partner here, because it causes problems, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So now let's look at a an energy, that seems to be stemming a lot from your past here, that you're bringing into your existing situation, and bringing this toxic energy into your situation can, cause things to sour as well here. Okay, you have boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. So we all, I'm sure many of you already know what that means here. So it seems to be suggesting here is that you guys just never really put appropriate boundaries in place here. Okay, or if you tried to do so, you did so at a late time here. You can't kind of start off, not having boundaries and then midstream you want to just go on and just start setting things. Relationships tend to start off exactly, they tend to end exactly how they start off, really. So you have to be true to yourself. Stop agreeing to do things that you might not want to do. Like, for instance, ladies, if you know you don't like to cook or clean a lot, stop telling the men that you like to do that. And then you probably do it for a week or two, and then all of a sudden you stop. You don't want to do the shit no more, do you? So it's all about being authentic. Okay? Learn to say no, ladies and gentlemen. It's important to learn to say no, and if you don't know how, bam, you can buy the power of no. Because one little word, ladies and gentlemen, can certainly bring health, abundance, as well as happiness. This book, the authors are James Altucher and Claudia Azula Altucher. For those of you who don't know how to say those two little words, consider purchasing this book. All right. Again, decide to change things. You just really need to revisit your past, ladies and gentlemen, and really find a way to establish boundaries between now as well as then here. Okay? So let's look at an energy perhaps that you might want to consider bringing into your situation, or something that you might want to consider doing to kind of, relieve yourself of this stagnancy that you've been feeling within your existing situation here. We have creativity. Okay, and we all know what that is about as well here. It shows that certainly new possibilities surround you, and they are, in fact, opening up or will open up, particularly during this time span in question. It's time that you be creative. Think outside the box a little, ladies and gentlemen, and stop being bored and predictable. Okay? The key is to do things differently. All right? So now let's give you a few more things or actions that you might consider taking through the cards here. We have compatibility. Okay, that's very important in any relationship. Again, this card is all about, as I've indicated throughout the reading, it's all about being authentic, being true to yourself. Stop trying to change yourself in your pursuit to secure a loving relationship here. Okay, because you're not being true to yourself, because at some point the real you definitely gonna come out, right? So be you. Okay? So talk things over with your partner to see if the two of you are, in fact, still compatible. Again, if you lied at the beginning, it's time that you reconcile those lies and kind of, make a mutual agreement to kind of make things better. But you need to really share your true feelings. Okay? And once you share your true feelings, then you need to take the actions that are required to move your relationship in the way that you'd like. Okay? Now we have also the yin yang. I decided to pull another card there. So with that certainly shows that that card is all about establishing harmony as well as balance, ladies and gentlemen. So it seems that there is, that is off balance here, and that needs to be restored. And what I mean by that is, it seems that the energy is imbalanced here, which means one of you, or it could possibly be both of you, it appears to be very domineering. And by being that way, it makes the other very uncomfortable. And perhaps that's why secrets are constantly surfacing throughout your relationship. So consider being a bit more open, ladies and gentlemen. So now what I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to go on and take out another deck here that I have here to just give you a few more messages here on how you might consider continuing nurturing and holding on to this loving relationship. Let's see what messages Spirit would have for you. I'm going to select 4 messages from here. Okay, Spirit, what messages would you have for Sagittarius? All right, so wow, all 4 of them pumped out at the same time. So let's see. It seems that your partner is certainly grateful for you, you know? And your partner, just to connect here with the cards, saying here that you really do give freely without conditions, okay? And life is certainly an endless flow of blessing because of your great love. So it seems like the person with whom you are like in a relationship, really, really cares and love you. So it seems to be worth kind of working things out. I'm kind of getting here. All right. Maybe you might need to, in order to kind of, contemplate your next best step, is to just surround yourself with nature. And you're going to feel a greater sense of well being because nature's healing energy is certainly sensual as well as magical. And it will, ladies and gentlemen, awaken the sensual magic that resides within you. Okay? Your soulmate, your existing partner, love certainly surrounds you this very moment. It's time to stop and feel this energy, okay? It shows unconditional love growing through the eternal flame of oneness, a spiritual union of 2 souls radiating light for the entire world to feel. And last message with these: no matter what changes life brings, okay, nothing will change the love that the 2 of you share. Okay, your partner, existing partner, is certainly saying that you give his or her life purpose. And because of you, he or she feels safe. And he or she is forever grateful for you. So recognize that energy is, in fact, present in your existing situation here. Okay? So let's go on and just look at a few things here. I'm going to go on and shuffle up my surrender deck here just to give you a few more messages on a few things that you might want to consider surrendering or letting go so that your life can transform in the way that it needs to. So, Spirit, what additional messages would you like me to share with Sagittarius couples here? What additional messages? Okay. Some of you might need to surrender to silence here. Okay, it's time that you take a more meditative type approach because in quiet times, you will be more enabled to kind of let go of all of the pressures that you're feeling. Because just taking this meditative approach certainly will heal and replenish you. It's time that you surrender denial about your situation, okay? You need to really accept people and situations exactly as they are without really denying the difficulties. Then you really can see things clearly and make the best decision that is required of you. It's time that you surrender to divine timing. Understand, Sagittarius, that sometimes divine timing may not always come in the time that you would have expected or in your ego's time. Understand that if a goal is not manifesting fast enough according to your ego, you have to be patient and just trust in the process. Trust, ladies and gentlemen, in the universal flow. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that you surrender your attachments to results, as what I've just indicated, okay? Because understand that the formula certainly for success is to really do all that you can to kind of make things happen. Then all you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is to just let go. Let go of the results. Because holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it, and usually it does. Okay? So, in conclusion, today, Sagittarius, I'm just going to go on and shuffle up my postcard here and just leave you with a final message that's simply meant for you. Okay? And this message is something that you can certainly, think about during the course of this reading. Okay? Again, it's valid from now until the end of July. Okay? So, Spirit, what message would you like me to share with Sagittarius couples. All right. Okay, we have this postcard. All right. And let's see what it says. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you're facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on it instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. Okay? So, Sagittarius, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. As always, I certainly look forward to hearing your comments here and see how this reading has benefited you. Be sure to share it with others and take a moment to give this reading a nice big thumbs up and subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. If you'd like a more personal reading, you can contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening. Thanks a lot.